Hello, welcome back to my channel. Another day, another rebirth. I hope all is well. I hope you're loving yourself and letting yourself be loved. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little frustrated. My channel hasn't been getting the views that it used to get, and I'm like, am I not saying the stuff that people need to hear? Am I like not good at what I do anymore? Is my anointing slipping away? And then I'm thinking about the last video that I just posted, and it was about isolation and the storm and being in the energy of change. And maybe I haven't realized that I'm in an energy of regrouping when it comes to my YouTube channel. Maybe I feel isolated and not seen because the universe is about to pour into me in another way and send me the viewers, the community, the subscribers that really align with what I'm doing or where I'm going. Maybe I can't even see where this YouTube is going. But right now, I'ma just be in this energy and take it all in and active. It's a blessing that I don't even know about. But I pulled a few cards today, and I rolled my little numerology dice, and it said, as a collective, we are in the energy of 4. 4 is the energy of 4 is the number of stability. When you think about a table, it has 4 corners, right? That keeps it grounded, it keeps it rooted to the floor. And after we go through turmoil or deep change where we're picking up the pieces, you have to remember when you're picking up the pieces, you have to keep in mind where you want those pieces to go. Do you want them in the trash? Do you want those to use those pieces to rebuild? Or do you want to start totally anew? And a lot of us, we have to remind ourselves about the way things and people made us feel. Did they make us feel rooted? Did they help us make grounded decisions? Were we not stable in these environments, in those relationships? Stability is on the way. And not just monetarily. We're talking about wealth. We're talking about health. I'm thinking about the Orisha Ajay again, as she talks about, or she represents wealth and well-being. And I think about wealth and well-being, and I think about it in a communal sense. Do you have people around you that keep you grounded, and vice versa? As soon as you're in isolation, as soon as your world is shifting and changing, do you run to the places, to the things, to the feelings that keep you in a cycle of instability? Even down to the music you listen to. Are you waking up and listening to violence? Is it clouding your aura? Are you making violent decisions? Are you treating your loved ones, your lover, like the music you listen to? Yeah, I'm talking to y'all that listen to all that Future and Brent Faiyaz. That y'all are saying y'all want these things. Y'all want love. Y'all want real relationship. Want real community. But you don't know how to fast and look away from the things that have you seeing and being otherwise. What are you eating? Are you always craving something greasy and fat and crunchy and regretting it? I'm gonna tell you, stability, sometimes it doesn't feel good in the moment. And just because something feels good does not mean it's in alignment or the most grounded thing or decision. And just because something doesn't feel good at the moment doesn't mean it's not a part of your journey, or that it's not gonna contribute to your peace and your stability. Because we think about it, when we start eating healthy, we're like, this don't taste like what I'm used to. I miss Zaxby's. Girl, get your taste buds acclimated. You're gonna have a new taste, a new knack in this era. You're not going to crave the same things, crave the same people, crave the same attention in this era, because stability looks different on you than chaos. You wanted different things in chaos. You wanted that relationship while you were trying to thrive in chaos. And I'm not talking about chaotic good where everything's get uprooted for the sake of your well-being. I'm talking about unnecessary chaos and drama. When that energy is not on you no more, you start looking different. You start dressing different. You start feeling different. And here in this era, we got to think about the foods that make us feel grounded. The songs. When I think about grounding and music, I think about Cleo Soul. She just feels so magical, so divine, all throughout my body and my soul. And whenever I need grounding, I listen to her. I go for a walk. I drink my herbal tea. I go to my friends to get a hug, to give them some love. I cook for my lover, things that make us feel grounded. And we have to create a list of those things so we can never forget them. We need to never forget what makes us feel grounded, because there will always be things that trigger you around you. And that's not on you. But how you react, that's totally on you. And when we make decisions out of cloudiness, out of anxiousness, or anxiety, when we make decisions out of those things, it keeps us in a loop of not being grounded. You got to learn how to just retreat. Because some energies will come in your life just to uproot you. Some rooms, some environments you were introduced to just so it could uproot you. Just so you would not feel stable. Just so it could mess up your nervous system and all that healing work and cutting off and cutting those cords you've done. They came to reintroduce you to your vices. Now, are you going to have the strength and the discernment to know what rooms and environments and people those are? You will if you make a list of things that are your non-negotiables. Like, I think everybody needs a list of non-negotiables. Those things that once somebody does, like, you just can't go back. Because, like, no way you try to dysregulate my nervous system in that way. No way you try to uproot me in that way. We can't grow in this. This can't be healthy. I have to walk away. Because you're trying to snatch me out of my purpose and knock me off of my feet, so I'm not walking light and I'm not grounded to the earth anymore. Yeah. And sometimes, like I said, the things that feel the things that are the most stable, the most grounded decisions, sometimes they feel very boring when you're used to drama, pain, chaos, and abuse. But in that energy of 9, that should have fell off of you. You should have let it fallen off of you. My pup's hair all in the air. Yeah. And so now we're just regrouping and we're letting the things flow into us. We're not forcing our way anywhere. Because when you force your way into spaces, you're also forcing yourself out of your groundedness. You fought so hard. You've cried so hard. You had to be so strong through the trials and tribulations when people intentionally tried to trip you up. And now that's over. At least for now, because life is about cycles, right? It's over, at least for now. What happened to you a week ago is never going to happen to you again. It's never going to happen to you again. That breakup is never going to happen to you again. That friendship is never going to happen to you again. That abuse is never going to happen to you again. So as we are healing and doing our root chakra work, listening to our root chakra frequencies, doing the yoga, listening to our Cleo Soul, We're knowing what it's like to be alone and in our bodies and safe again. There's no intruder. There's no one that's going to harm you in isolation while you are healing and figuring out what makes you feel regulated. So we got to keep it that way. We can't undo our precious work, the work of ourselves, the work of our ancestors that have led us to this healing point. I believe in you, and I trust you, and I love you. And if you need me, you can book me. We can talk. All that jazz. Until next time, my loves. Peace.